And people can hear me and see me now. Right, okay, you ought to be able to see, and obviously you're on the stream now as well. Yeah, everything is looking good. You should be able to see me.
I'll open Twitch then.
Uh,
Although, I think I've actually got you.
Wizzy McWiz. And double Z every time. You know it. Right, and what was I doing? Joining on John?
Yeah.
Join fire team. That's the one, isn't it?
Yeah.
If you want to join the remote fire team, doing so will leave a current activity. Yes. Please wait. Being connected with your fire team. It'd be nice if they kind of built some kind of story around that, so it wasn't just like we're connecting you, but you are transcending the light to your fire team. Do you know what I mean? Just something
Yeah.
unnecessary, but
I do dislike the fact that Twitch is so bad at finding people.
So WHIZZEY underscore MCWHIZZ. You didn't put an E in, did you?
No, I put dash.
No, underscore.
So, Wizzy underscore MCWIZZ.
WHIZZ. Wizzy.
Wizzy McWizzy. There we go.
McWiz.
Yeah. Honestly, it must have found a dozen other Wizzies.
Yeah.
But because I missed one letter out, it's like, oh no, I can't find that one.
Snototter's a new follower. Cha-ching! Cheers, thank you.
Subscribe.
Yeah, like and subscribe. It's Twitch, not thingy. Anyway, right. So you wanna, if you're watching, you wanna see stuff, don't you?
Yeah.
What do you wanna see?
Now, to be fair, I am like probably 5 seconds behind, but go to your quests.
Tab. No. Map. Left one. I remember.
Yeah. I've rebounded to F2.
Yeah.
Because I'm in and out of the quests so often.
And where should I be looking?
Well, it's not unlimited power. Yeah, let's have a look at playlists one. Okay, no, not none of them. Go speak to the Drifter.
How am I compared to where I need to speak to the Drifter?
In the right place. Go up those steps right in front of you and turn right.
Okay. Oh, you're not that far behind then. Oh yeah, here he is.
Floor is love.
Here he is.
Hey kid, looking good.
Gambit, it's in its prime. Drifter
There
unveiled
we
a
go.
new training exercise. Eager for you to give it a try.
Can't tell if that
Right,
look
well,
in
let's
your
make
eye is
Mr. Wiz
determination
leader.
or rage.
Richard,
Word
shake off your
is
grief about
you and
Cade.
Cade had a pretty good partnership.
Yeah, because you're still
That's
grieving for
rare.
Cade.
From
Yep.
what I could tell, that guy.
Shut up. Right, okay. Accept. An emblem?
Yeah.
But why am I still 663?
Probably because you were playing before. If you had anything in your vault, it should have upgraded your vault.
Right, and why
Right.
can't I accept
F1.
this thing? F1.
S. Ah, you're still 663 because you've got a mask. Your emblems are the thing at the top right.
Yes. Oh, and I've got too many.
Yeah, so just get rid of one of them.
Well, I mean, that one's rubbish, so... How do I get rid of it?
Hold F.
Oh, yeah. Oh, store. As
Yeah.
in, yep. So I've still got a mask.
Yeah, so if you go back to your character, press up,
Yeah.
W.
Oh, yeah.
You're
Oh,
still
okay.
wearing the Uldren Sov Masquerade helm, so everything else will have been upgraded to 750. So the purple thing that you've just swapped to.
Yep.
And in fact, any purple piece of gear, if you right click then S. Okay, no, that one's
Not.
that one. That one must still be armor 1, not armor 2. So anything that's armor 2 will have a second box next to that. Chances are,
All my stuff's
everything
armor
that
1.
you've got
Yeah.
is armor 1.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
I mean, I may as well still swap to. Okay, right. Oh yeah, look, some stuff is even higher than 750 already.
Yeah. Oh, go down to that. In fact, yeah, go down to that mimetic thing, the Titan mark. The bottom one.
Yep.
And right click S.
Aha.
There you go. So you've only got one thing that you can change it to look like, because you've not been playing, so you've not picked up any cosmetics. But if you hold down left click, it will apply it.
And is that a
yeah,
permanent?
as you've just seen.
Yeah.
No, it's not. You can apply and change as many times as you want.
So hold it and apply it, and then I can unapply it if I want to.
Yeah, so that's it, you've now applied it. So
Yeah.
your thing, your little mini skirt looks like that all the time. If you ever got another one or you wanted to change it, you just change it. It doesn't use it up. It's not a permanent thing. You can still colour it, and you can colour the things that you add. So the easy way to tell, so you see the top left corner of all of your armour.
Yeah.
There's that little icon. The icon on all your gauntlets is Forsaken, which is pre 2.0.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
The icon for your mark, the thing that you just changed,
Yeah. Is
from one of the more recent seasons.
yeah with the head thing.
Yeah.
And what's that from? The.
That one was from the Vex season, so the very first season after Shadowkeep. I think.
Yeah.
And the helmet one is the Red War, so that's the original Destiny 1 content. Not Destiny 1, Destiny 2 content, year 1.
Okay. Oh yeah, the Red Dwarf. Okay. Right. So what? Now we need to do Gambit, do we?
Now
Gambit
we do another
Prime
one
again.
of those Gambit Primes.
Wait a minute.
Right,
there is
let's-
a tower I've not been before.
Can I just grab all these things? Is there a limit to how many of these things I can grab?
There is a limit. It depends how many active quests you've got. You might as well try grabbing them.
Which ones should I grab then to start off with? Bounties at the top?
Grab the ones in the middle.
Yeah.
Then grab the
That was
Gambit
made for
Prime.
you.
Then grab the ones at the top.
Gambit Prime
Be
bounties.
smart with this.
And then ones at the top.
Unless you can pick the ones at the bottom up. I hadn't realised there were more.
Don't
Yep.
waste this.
The way to tell is to go
can't
back to your quests.
Can't pick those bottom ones up though, but these top ones
No.
I can. So
Yeah.
Be smart with this.
The bottom ones are tied to having reset your rank.
Yeah.
Completed a certain number. The one on the right
Don't waste this.
costs you 3,000 to pick up. You can pick up about 5 of them. If you
Okay.
complete one of them, you can come back and pick some more up.
Cool. I think I've picked everything up I can pick up then.
Yeah, there is a
I
second
need you
page.
alive, sister.
If you go top right, click the
Hey,
little
look
2
alive,
icon.
hotshot.
But I can't remember what's on the second page. Probably just getting rid of your motes.
Seasonal and synth recycling.
Right, yeah.
Don't care about that then.
Nope.
Okay, so what are we doing now then?
Launches into Gambit Prime.
Hang on, before you do that,
Okay.
have a look at my screen.
Yeah.
I should be sharing it.
In Discord?
I think I'm sharing anyway.
No, you're not live.
Hang on.
My shiny white eyes.
There we go.
Oh, I forgot I had that gun. That is a cool looking gun. Exotic. Sniper rifle-y typey thing.
Okay, yeah.
What are these orange things?
That's a good
Bad
question.
lander. A scout rifle.
Less than I think.
I don't know.
That man, he's a coming.
I mean, Pulse rifles, any
I
good?
jumped up here with the.
Oh yeah. Not a clue.
Equip it anyway.
I like pulse rifles. 3-round burst, fairly accurate, fairly high damage.
Stampede. Grenade launcher.
I need more screens. I don't have enough
Aliens are
screens.
always welcome
No.
aboard the Death.
Yeah, that was it. The Queen Breaker. I remember getting that exotic rifle. It being
That's
quite
an
nice.
awesome exotic linear fusion rifle.
Fires a long range blinding bolt. You know, I'm going to just keep that because it looks. Right. Cool. Am I?
Take us into Gambit Prime.
How am I doing
Yeah.
that?
Go to
Go
your
to
map.
the map.
Oh, everything's through that, isn't it? Destinations. I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Gambit at
Gambit's
the bottom. Yeah.
And then you should have on the middle.
Yeah.
bottom,
Middle Gambit Prime.
Yeah, go for
Select and just click launch. Yep.
it.
As a general
I
rule,
leave for a couple
the
centuries
purple
and everything's a mess.
weapons and armor are generally better than the blue.
Yes.
The purple tend to have one extra perk.
Oh, so even if the light level's higher on a blue, might be better with a purple.
Yeah. For an example, I've just got rid of a blue auto rifle that just had a single perk. I can't remember what it was. The purple one that I'm using has 2, Feeding Frenzy and Rampage, which means that for every round I fire, yeah. So there you go. That
Yeah.
one's got full auto, so that just fires full auto.
Yeah.
That has moving target and grave robber, which means that you get better target acquisition, and if you get a melee kill, you get more ammo. It's not always true, and sometimes there are blues that do more damage, or you know, you just find it easier to use.
Well, our truth then.
Yeah.
Moving target, Genesis, and explosive payload.
Badlander's a really good shotgun if you like using shotguns.
Not a fan of submachine guns generally is the problem.
You've got a hand cannon and a bow there.
Yeah.
To be honest, a lot of it depends on what gun you like using. And
Scout rifles
you're
I
gonna,
like.
You're going to do about the same amount of damage with a blue as you are with a purple at this point.
Well, try the pulse rifle out,
Uh-huh.
and I'll use the scout rifle,
Fallen on the horizon.
and I'll just see.
Yeah.
Let's break bad. Ever hear of a fallen named Varix the Loyal? If he's so loyal,
Okay, yeah, pulse
where's he
rifle.
at? Grab your guns. This is where you prove you're a Gambit veteran.
This
Lock and
another
load,
different map.
sister.
It used to only be
Incoming
pretty much one map
hostiles
on
at the ring.
Gambit.
Yeah. So yeah, when they did Gambit Prime, I think they released several new maps. Obviously you've seen 2 of them. I think there's
Yeah.
another one. This one's quite good. There's like a track that runs around the middle that accelerates you.
Dead.
Hostiles incoming at the burrow.
Are we good?
We're good. I'm on 13.
Oh, right.
Only on 3.
Looks like the enemy are banking.
Yeah.
Because we need to clear ship before we can bang, doesn't it?
Does.
Guardian down.
Captain's down, John, but I'm dead.
Right. I shall go clean up. On me for Morts.
How many have I got? I don't know where you are.
Back's ready clear. You've got 10, John's got 15. If you both bank, we'll start draining theirs.
Yeah. Come back.
I've got.
Incoming hostiles at the ring.
Oh, you've got 15 now.
Yeah.
Go.
Right.
I'll
Drop
get
in
those two.
15. That'll stop them.
Portal's ready. Grab your gun.
So we.
Nice.
Your allies invading.
Alright, there you go. I just dropped 15.
Blanca to the other side.
We've got a knight on our side. Ow, ow, ow. Doing something that was fitting.
Your allies down, but they took someone with them. High-value target is on the field. Hunt it down. Put some rounds.
Value targets on me.
Smoke draining. The blockers must die, sister. Hostiles incoming
Jesus.
at command.
Bank under attack.
Yeah, this one's not going quite so well. They've
No.
put 2 15s through.
Ah,
Bank's clear anyway.
Portal's ready.
Well done.
Grab your gun.
thank you, thank you.
High-value target.
High value
destroyed.
targets down.
Right, I've got 12, 13 emotes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably worth banking them.
Yeah? Oh,
Leading mode, sister.
they just blocked it.
Block. Allies headed to the other side. Invaders down and out.
Right, bank 13.
Medium
Yep.
blocker to the other side.
Bit more difficult to kill them this round, John.
Well, I'm trying to get them with grenade
Portal was
launchers.
primed. Lock.
Oh, any particular reason?
Yeah, I was going for the catalyst. I've
Yep.
given up now.
Good plan.
Your enemy called up a primeval. They kill it. They win this. You're nearly there. Fill the bank. Get that primeval up. Vader inbound. Huh.
Ow, that thing really hurts.
I think he's just ulted.
Allies headed to the other side.
Oh, yeah. Their
Yeah,
invader
coming after me.
had his super.
Yeah.
Invaders defeated.
Oh, he
Bringing
got
them
me.
back. Invaders out. You'll get them next time.
Right, what do we need to do now?
Well, we've still got stuff over where I am.
Hey,
Got something happening at the bank, but haven't we a knight?
Bank those moats.
It says we've got enough to call a primeval.
Yeah. I'm just going to make their life a little bit more difficult by banking
Summon that
15.
primeval.
Nice. It's clear now.
Yeah. They've got the primeval, so they won't put anything else through.
Right.
So as soon as I get these 15 through,
Bank and you'll summon a primeval. You want to win?
Right, it's now out. Now we've got our primeval.
yeah,
That primeval. Portal's primed.
John's going to go and slow them down slightly.
Your allies
Hopefully.
invading.
Right, so where's the... There.
Vader inbound.
Damn it, how did he dodge that?
Guardian down.
Right, he's over there.
Yeah, I see.
Guardian down.
Unfortunately, he saw me first.
Yeah.
Got him.
Hey, you didn't
Nice.
start that fight.
I think with
You
people.
finished.
Right, the other one's dead now.
Okay.
Oh no, we've got the...
Organize your life. Cook that primeval. Drifter's hungry.
What's the grenade button?
Portal's up. Guardian down.
Mine's bound to middle mouse. I can't remember what it was originally. Maybe G.
You're in the lead. Take down that primeval, and this gambit's yours.
Oh, it's me again.
Teams behind. Your
Oh, they are.
allies invading.
Melting their primeval.
Oh, they're all so far away from where I need to be.
Damn it.
As soon as I got through, they just cool, aren't they?
Yeah, they're a good.
They are.
Well, I was going to say good team, but they might not even be a team. They're obviously just accomplished players. Because they're invading.
Can't
Yeah, over by the near our starter point, but
Oh yeah, I see him.
in the archways.
Invaders off the field. Portal is primed. Lock it. Cook up some supercharged light and feed it to that primeval.
Cheers.
Guardian down.
So why are you guys meleeing it?
Get him next time.
Oh, that was so
Because-
close.
Swords received a bit of a update
Okay.
recently, and the new sword for this season actually does quite a lot of damage.
Okay.
I'd managed to pick up some heavy ammo, hence doing 33% damage to it.
Nice.
But no, they were just, yeah, they knew what they were doing.
Hmm.
Right, I think that should be enough to complete the task that you were given. I think it's just complete a primeval. I don't think it's win one.
No.
The Gambit Prime, you mean? Okay, so
Gambit
cancel
Prime.
this search thing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, and go back
Back
to
to the
just tower
Mhm.
and annex landing zone. Yeah.
Mhm.
Is that new as well? I don't remember there being second landing zone.
No, there wasn't.
Okay.
They added that when they added the Black Armory and the Gambit Prime stuff.
Okay.
Good.
There's a
Ball
move
it
down
walk
there.
all the way down there. Oh, it just takes so long to move around.
And even this,
Oh.
like, loading here isn't particularly seamless, is it?
No.
It's because, well, I believe a lot of it is because of the way the servers work. So it's trying to find you an instance of a
Yeah.
server because it's not hosted by Bungie.
Right, so what is it, peer-to-peer then?
I believe so, yes.
Which would be fine, but you then make sense that when you're in a fire team, basically you just, you know, everything is then your own server.
Yeah. Except for the fact that the tower is a communal space, so there's lots of other people in there.
Yeah.
So I really don't understand how it works, but apparently it sort of creates an instance and tries to load you in, which is why sometimes when you're loading into the tower, it'll take like a good 3 or 4 minutes, and then 20 people will load in all at once.
Mm.
Yeah. No, that didn't work.
I'm not actually that far behind. I'm maybe 15 seconds behind
Okay.
watching your stream.
Hey,
It's not on low latency mode. I probably should put it on low latency mode, but...
I wouldn't worry about it. For what we're
Um,
doing, it doesn't really matter.
Right, well, I've spoken to him. Well,
Ah.
I'm here, but there's nothing turned in.
No. Oh, open your quests.
watch your back, sister.
Quests. La. Oh, yeah. That's bounties.
Bounties. And then go to the playlist quests again. Ah, there we go. Gambit in its prime is complete a Gambit Prime bounty.
Where does it say that?
Oh.
Oh.
If you go,
Back up to quests.
yeah.
I want to see you invade when we get out there.
Very
Complete
nice.
a Gambit
Seconds behind.
Prime bounty. Have I not
Yeah,
done
so
that
the-
then?
Well, the bounties are the things over on the right hand side.
Yeah.
Look for the ones that say Gambit Prime. I think they might be the top row because you picked them up first. So the one on the far right looks as though it's nearly complete.
They say Gambit bounties.
There must
I
be
literally
ones.
just clicked some. Oh, there's a Prime bounty.
What prime bounties have you got?
Blockers defeated. That's
Ah,
80% done. Moats banked.
How about some gambit?
Medal
You're
earned.
just standing there.
So moats banked 75, and then primeval healed.
Yeah, so those are the ones you need to complete. So the one you're closest to is the
Beat
blockers
blockers.
defeated.
We'll get
What's-
that done in a game, I reckon.
Yeah, well, he's on 80% already, so definitely.
Yeah.
So yeah, the whole idea of this is there's 4 sort of classes for Gambit.
Okay.
You've got your Sentry, your Reaper, your Invader, and your Collector. Collector's fairly self-explanatory. He's the one that goes around collecting all the
How about
morts.
some gambit?
Yeah.
You're just
Sentry's the one
standing
that
there.
guards the bank and defeats the blockers.
Yeah.
Reaper is the thing that I sort of align with, which is just kill enemies, as in kill the PvE enemies. And
Okay.
Invader is invade and kill PvP enemies. So depending on what you align with, you're more
Yep.
likely to do one thing than another.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. And if you progress further in this mode, or you'd played it more when it was new out, you can then collect armor. So the armor that I'm wearing is the the Reaper armor.
Mine's the Invader.
Can't
Okay.
remember how I can actually see. There it is. So yeah, perks that are active while in Gambit Prime. Damaging a high-value target or a non-primeval boss marks it and weakens it for allies. Rapidly defeating multiple combatants drops special ammo for allies. Molts you generate have increased life. Defeating powerful enemies grants a temporary surge in grenade recharge rate.
Okay, so
Are the
Where
bonuses
does it
that I
show
get.
you that?
If you go to your character screen,
Uh-huh.
shall I start
you
us
know-
up to another gambit? Is that what we're
yeah,
saying?
you might as well.
Yeah.
Another gambit prime even.
Yes, please. Yeah, character screen, and you know where you've got your stats on the right-hand side, next to all your armor.
Yeah.
If you're wearing
Oh, I
prime
see,
gear,
yeah.
at the bottom there should be another one. Because I've got 5 pieces, mine says 15. What I'm actually gonna do is change that. Because what you can do
It's
is
also rifle that I
you
like.
can create a mort and then consume that mort to get the same perks.
Right.
I think. Oh, actually, no, you just use a synth. So you just use a synth to get 30 minutes of +3.
Okay,
your
how
ability.
do you use a synth then?
Have you got an invader synth? You know, the things that look like coins
Should have.
in your consumables. Just hold F on it. And it'll give you +3 for invading.
No, I don't appear to. Thought I had.
Alright, what's setting? Keyboard, mouse. Common. Character fire hold. Lock, jump. Crouch. Grenade. Q.
Oh yeah.
Q. Ah, yes.
Use one.
I rebounded.
I'm queuing grenades. Grenades will probably be helpful. Maybe.
Grenades will definitely be helpful.
Somebody on Steam, I keep getting notifications that he's starting to play different games. Like it's like 3 games or 2 games at once every time.
Who's that?
I suspect he's just like, I don't know, just some guy called G-Deck, J-Deck, Keydeck, I don't know.
Yeah, you've probably got him as a Steam friend and he's probably idling.
Yeah, that's what I was just going to say.
Uh-huh. Cabal on the field.
Cabal.
Bang knuckles. Dominus Gaul, Emperor Callus. Their hides would make great chaps. Let's dance. You watch those fronts, you watch your back.
But this map should be one that you've seen before.
Hostiles
Yes.
at the base.
Yes, this one definitely aware of. Ow. What the heck is hitting me?
Centurion?
I don't know.
I'm going back to bank.
There's a small blocker.
Incoming wave at the drill.
Medium. Oh no, that's what it's saying from bank.
Yeah, go take it out. Then you can get your bounty for it.
Oh yeah, sorry.
I don't think. Okay, yeah.
There was a blocker. It didn't last very long.
Yeah.
No.
I'll try and leave the next one for you. Hurts.
How which guy's hit me? That guy.
The big guy that's currently pummeling me and I can't get away from him.
Oh, I was trying to sidestep into a wall. It hurt.
There we go.
I got 15 votes, I'm heading back.
Inbound
Yeah,
at the
go.
steps.
I think I should get 10 here. Oh, never mind.
Oh, sorry.
Yep, we both got 9 there, John.
Sorry.
Right, there you go.
Blockers set. Portals ready. Grab your gun.
Where are we going to be killing stuff now?
Oh.
Oh yeah, over here.
Right, I'm gonna grab one. Go back, John.
Sure.
Go. Right, Mark, that's the bank just closing.
Yeah. Oh, getting beasted by one. Ow, what the fuck is...
High value target
What
is on
the
the
shit
field.
was shooting at me
Down.
constantly?
Probably the big thing. The big,
Big gun.
orange thing up the top.
So, I don't know if I killed that thing or not really.
I didn't pick a mort up.
Your allies invading the other side. The invader is down.
Wow.
Pulling them back.
Oh, they got me with a Xenophage.
Portals ready. Go say hello. Hostiles incoming at the base. Your allies invading the other side.
Ah! Watch out, there's another of those big centurions at the back.
Yeah.
Your invaders down, but they
Whoa.
took 3 with them.
Yeah, that one almost took me out.
Portals ready.
Man, that's a big stomp.
Oh no. Oh no, don't. Got 13 votes, that would be bad. One Colossus at the back.
Yeah.
15. Gonna bank them.
Allies headed to the other side.
Good
Yeah.
Get those moats to the bank. It's time for a primeval. High value target
Reaper Synth consumable.
Fill the bank.
Nice.
Summon a primeval.
But that's, I'm guessing. Yeah, it's that Honored Colossus thing that was on.
Right, we banked.
Oh, okay.
We've got a primeval.
So we need to shoot the.
Vader
Yeah.
inbound.
Oh, we've got an invader. Any?
He's up at the.
Yeah,
I don't know. He's heading around to the base.
yeah. Beaver's on him.
John's
Oh, I didn't get him. He's supered.
Ah,
Yeah, he's just supered me as well. I've took down his blue shield thing now as he was running towards me.
Nice.
Vader's gone.
Maybe.
he got all four of us. But to be fair, we hadn't done any damage to the primeval, so it was kind of a waste.
Yeah.
All they've succeeded in doing is slowing us down. No, not that one.
Guardian down.
Alright, where's the other one?
Vader inbound. Huh. Your light supercharged. Turn
Why has everything gone
speed on
black?
that primeval.
If it's gone black, you've ended up doing one of them morgue things.
Oh yeah, he just murdered me.
Where is he?
He's on.
On the light.
I see him.
Invader.
Nice.
You're clear.
He's shooting at someone else and Drigden murdered
Yeah, he
him.
was shooting at me. Right, it's immune again.
Yeah.
That is the most annoying thing about this mod, is they invade as soon as you get a chance to do damage.
Yeah.
I
Ow.
think it's why a lot of people... Right, there's two blocking them, by the way, Mark, if you want to try and take them out.
Yeah.
They'll have fire shields, which I can probably take off if you need me to.
No. What's the fuck's hit me there? Oh, there's a load of shit trying to kill me. Ow! 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 Ow!
Primeval eat your life.
No, got me.
Yeah, he's invading
Find
again.
them before they find you.
So how do they know? Like, is that just
I
how it
have
makes
no
it?
idea. He's near the bank.
Guardian down.
Damn it. Ah, Xenophage, no wonder he killed me.
Oh, we go. Yeah, as soon as you said Xenophage, I looked and it was already lit up, ready to kill me.
Invaders off the field.
Ow! Bloody hell!
Maybe it activates their portal as soon as we get the damage phase.
Thank
I have
you.
no idea. But it does seem to be... Some people will literally, as soon as you get a chance to damage the primeval, they'll be through. And there certainly seems to be more... people
There's-
not even trying to bank
Oh, that's what it
the
is.
primeval up.
The fucking.
Yeah.
What have you just realised?
It's the evil ogre thing, the rock hard guy. That's what's actually murdering me.
Ah, right.
Right. Right, enemy invasion portal active.
Invader on the field.
Yep.
Careful.
So no, we're not in a damage. Oh yeah, we are.
We are already damage phase.
Yeah.
Light
He's over there.
off the chart.
No, he got me again.
The
Oh, I got
primeval
him.
to pieces.
Yeah.
He got me, but I got him.
Unfortunately, we've not done any damage to the primeval. And they've got theirs up.
Bloody hell! What the fuck? There's a thing that just need to shoot like multiple missiles everywhere. Right, I'm gonna focus on killing that thing.
Yeah,
The knight.
need to go.
Your allies invaded. Guardian down.
Right, we got rid of the knights. No. Oh yeah, that's the ogre.
Guardian down.
Ow. Oh, bloody hell! What did he just hit me with?
Xenophage by any chance?
Where does it tell you? No, it is an Aggie's burden.
Ah. Yeah, pretty good sniper rifle.
Portal is prime. Lock.
Got
Invader
him.
down. You're
Nice.
clear.
Oh, I turned, spotted him, and then got wrecked.
Your lights supercharged. Turn up the heat on that primeval.
Oh, right, well, that's why.
Well, we did a shit ton of damage.
I shot it with that sniper rifle thing, and it did like 46k in one hit.
Nice.
Seemed pretty good, but then I am doing.
Yeah, your power weapon.
Yeah.
Fusion rifle. Yeah, it is really good
Being
as that.
invaded. Find them before they find you.
Uh,
Really claw it back.
so I'm just gonna try and evade him.
Invader down.
Oh, he's down.
Nice.
I got him.
Nice one, John.
Nice, lovely, lovely. Right, my super's up if we need it at some point.
Yep.
But next time we're doing the damage.
Boys are down.
They're down.
2 of them are. 3 of them are. Get your super down.
Where's the thing?
Need your light to that primeval.
Bottom of the steps.
You got
Never mind.
stacked.
Done. Just as I got it.
Now the question is, did you get your prime bounty completed?
I got one of them completed, the Reaper one, and
that'll do.
maybe the other one as well, but Invaders.
Gambit
Okay.
don't scare you. Prime
that.
don't scare you.
Cool. It's been interesting to watch, but I'm gonna pop off, guys.
Hours.
Okay.
It does look like it could be quite fun. Um,
Gambit is a lot of fun because it mixes a lot of good elements.
Gambit's always been good fun, but
Well, I was about to say that. I was like, it seems very much like it always has been.
Yeah.
Fun, but with some new maps, which is nice.
yeah.
And I can't really see any new mechanics, although you have talked about gear that I don't recognise, and there was some sort of stacking, kind of like armour and things. So, like Reaper
Right.
armour sounds quite good.
Just before you go,
Hmm.
since you're back. So this is Reaper armor.
Yep.
That I'm using, which has an extra perk, which gives you extra abilities within Gambit. But the Armor 2.0 that I was talking about basically means that
Mark, are we going back to tower?
you can change your armor.
Figured
to
that's
look
what we
like
want to do.
Pretty much whatever you want.
Oh, like a transmog
Like a
kit thing.
transmog,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's cool.
Apparently coming next year is a true transmog,
Hmm.
where you can take any piece of armor and turn it into any other piece of armor, basically.
Cool.
No doubt with a lot of grind associated.
No, probably. But yeah, they've changed it so that there's a better spread of your ability points. They've changed this thing so that you can upgrade the number of points. The more points you have on your armor, the more of these bonuses that you can add to it. It's incredibly complex and evolved, but that's one of the biggest things that they've changed.
Hmm. Okay.
There's not really any sort of gameplay changes.
And have they introduced the abilities to like essentially dye your kit different colours with shaders, or is that
That's kind of always been around.
I was going to say,
Yeah,
I thought that was always there.
thought so.
But yeah, but they've made it now slightly easier, so you can pull shaders
How you
back
living?
out. So once you've unlocked a shader, you can essentially for a small cost
That was me.
use
for
that
you.
shader as many times
Don't
as you
be
want.
Bad guy.
Right, that's better. Because otherwise, I think it seems to remember having like stacks of shaders, and like some of them are just like I had to destroy. Took
Yeah.
Forever.
You still got that. They've made it slightly easier to get rid of them, so you can go and see someone and dismantle them. They've made it quicker, although I can't do it in here, to dismantle individual ones.
Mhm.
But yeah. So yeah,
See.
customizing your character is
Moats of
slightly
dark out there, just wait,
less annoying
sister.
experience than it
Go
was.
get some.
Ooh,
and I like these.
chronicler.
Yeah.
Well,
So
what'd you
that's
think? Pretty
one of
good,
these.
right? Gambit's my
Is it because you've got
pride and joy.
collected all the
Pride's
lore?
a
Or
whole
yeah,
new
there we go.
song and dance.
But
If
yeah,
I did this
basically
right,
collected
I think I did
all of
this
these
right. You
lore
freaks will
books.
line up for this till the sun goes out. What's this all for?
And yeah,
Why don't you head
change
on
it to
up
that
to the
if I want.
derelict for a behind-the-scenes tour?
no, you can't see it there, but yeah, when I run round, it's a very very small thing, and it's just a cosmetic thing.
No,
But
I
yeah.
totally got that. I had Hand of Vidala with my World of Warcraft character for a long time. Well, still there. It's nice to kind of like have that marked. So before I do go, Mr. Wiz, final verdict.
I worked hard on that.
Well, in all honesty, all I've done is play some Gambit so far, which I've needed to do before I could do other stuff.
Convert, got you.
So it feels it's not that
Yeah.
Gambit's bad, but
No,
What we should have done, if we really wanted to convert you, is drag you into either one of the dungeons or one of the secret
You ready
missions
to bang knuckles?
where there
Oh.
are actual mechanics to do. But
dude,
it's a bit
a
late for that now.
secret.
I didn't know Cade well.
what's this?
Knew I didn't like
Ancient Apocalypse Gauntlets.
Nice. Right, yeah. Good evening, guys.
Yep.
See you soon.
Yeah.
Right.
No,
Good
Phil.
evening.
User disconnected from your channel.
Oh yeah, John,
Yeah.
can you still see my stream on Discord?
No, but I'll get back there. Yes.
So,
Alright. Blue stuff's just I don't care about, do I really?
not
How about some
particularly.
Gambit?
Anything
You
that's
just stand
750,
there.
once you've got something above 750, you might as well get rid of. Yeah, so Ada,
My crew
Glowing.
and I worked
Glowing.
real hard to put this
Yeah.
operation together.
Yeah. I
Motes
did a
of
thing.
light have always been
You did a
the
thing.
I did a thing.
Motes of dark.
So Ada
No,
now,
there was-
glow, Ada now glows
One day.
Ooh.
and apparently stands in the floor.
But you got my back.
Oh, yeah. What was your thing?
This,
Ooh, that's snazzy.
yeah. So I think you've probably picked it up already
Motes of
as
dark
part
out
of
there,
the
just wait,
Black Armory
sister.
box quest.
Go get it.
Okay.
There's
What's
a
it
quest
called?
called
You
Mysterious
ready to
Data
leave
Pad.
mercy behind?
Yes.
I completed the Mysterious Data Pad.
Oh, I've been wondering how to do that. Maybe it's on the other character.
Maybe.
Oh, hang on, is that the paper one?
No, I don't think so.
What did you have to do?
You have to go and shoot 7 hidden symbols.
Yeah, that's the paper one. I read about that one.
Right.
You looking for a gunfight? Gambit
I don't know
could
why I
use
think of it as the paper one. I think one of the symbols refers
Yes,
to paper.
one of the
or
symbols
something.
is paper.
Yeah.
So yeah,
So that's what it does.
What do you
Yeah.
say we get a
That's
gunfight
snazzy.
going out
you
in
get
the
like a
dark?
little mini cutscene
Yeah.
of it, and then Ada's nice to you.
Ooh.
Not that it really means anything, but it's it's quite nice. And yeah, she gives you an obsidian catalyst, which is a thing that you can put on a Black Armory weapon to make it do more damage in the armories, in the forges.
Right.
Guardians
Yeah,
are
I've just
always
picked up the
welcome aboard,
mysterious
yeah.
box for this character.
Right. That's brave of you.
I might give it a go at some point.
Hey, you see motes out there, you bring them to Drifter.
Right, Mark, what do you want to do?
Um,
He's just getting rid of all his crap gear.
yeah,
Yeah.
just to make some basic because I've probably got some stuff
Go
in a post box maybe.
Probably. Postmaster's up in the main area. Looks like the Drifter
Gambit's
still has a
always
quest
looking
for
for
you.
guardians.
I was thinking, but there's nothing.
Be seeing you, sister.
No.
Dunno.
Maybe open your quests.
Oh bollocks! I just recycled my synths instead of. I wasn't paying attention.
Ah.
So I've got a
Come
weak
on now.
synthesizer now,
Yes.
and I've
So
got still got Gambit in its prime to moat to synthesize. I
Right,
can't even say that
okay.
word.
yeah. So if you right click on the weak synthesizer,
Yeah. Right, where am I going here?
yeah. So the weak synthesizer is top left on that one you were just.
Yeah,
on.
I've got it. So I've got. I've not got the collector, but I've got a
How about Gambit?
sentry moat, invader moat, and reaper moat.
Pick any one of them, and hold left click to apply.
Whoop. Okay. Now what? Now speak to him.
Yes, I think so.
Kill anything
Oh well,
big
it's
lately?
updated your quest step. You can
Okay.
go back in and have a look at your Gambit in its prime quest.
Gambit in his prime. Reckoning rank succeeded. Is the next thing I've got to do. So reckoning. No, reckoning run succeeded. Sorry.
Yeah.
So
So the reckoning is that
This
thing
is
that we
gonna
did
take some
earlier that you
time.
Okay.
didn't get anything
But
from.
when we're
So
done,
So-
now,
I'll have a
if we go do a
battle-ready
reckoning,
crew.
I'll get
One
something.
man can't
yeah.
fight
So if you launch us into the reckoning, you'll be able to place that moat
In that thing like the guy did.
in that thing, like he did, and then when we finish it, because it's tier 1, we'll finish it. You'll get a piece of armor.
Right. So is this Gambit
A
then?
snazzy piece.
But
Yeah. So back to
Oh,
Gambit.
the
And
reckoning,
then
the
the
top one.
reckoning's at the top.
Tier
They
1.
might as well. They only take 5 minutes.
You got somewhere to be?
Okay.
How about Gambit?
And then I think I'll probably call it.
Yeah. Probably gotta do it.
And then you should spend 3 hours going around and speaking to everybody that's got a blue flag over them.
That sounds like something that's not going to happen.
Yeah, funny that.
Right, how do I upgrade my synthesizer to a middling malt synthesizer?
You pick up a bounty from the Drifter that says complete a certain number of Gambit Primes, and I think 4 runs
Yeah.
of the Reckoning, claiming gear at your highest level.
Right, so I'm going to run through this thing now, yeah?
Yep.
Yeah, the Diligent Invader.
And then go up to that thing and bank emote thing, yeah?
Yeah.
So what is this place meant to be?
It's meant to be the realm of the 9, and the
Uh,
9 are just
How do I do that?
one
Oh.
of the points should let you
Yeah.
at the left-hand one.
Right,
Right.
I offered a weak moat.
That's the one.
Oh, you wager a weak moat.
Yeah. It's kind of a. It's badly named. It's not really a wager because if you fail, you claim your moat back.
Oh.
But if you win, you get a piece of armor out of it.
Right.
This place is an open question. The 9 wish to know you.
The 9. Who are the 9?
Not entirely sure. The 9 are a group of beings that we don't really know anything about.
They wish to know me because I'm
Yeah.
so...
It's speculated that it might refer to the 9 planets, or it might be 9 missing members of a transport ship who've ascended to a higher plane of existence. You know, as in, they're no longer form, they are energy,
Yeah.
kind of thing. But there's not a lot of information about the 9.
Ow, what the shizzle hit me then?
I do like the music on this one.
What are the transmutation spheres?
Those, I think, are things that John might be dropping.
Yeah. You can pick them up and one of them, if you right click it, does a big energy smash.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Or if you hold your lock key, it gives you a shield. But if you keep the shield in too long, it'll kill you.
Oh, will it?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So once it runs out of its normal shield goodness, watch. So, shield it's killing everything around me.
Yeah.
And then once that timer finishes, my health goes down.
Alright. Oops. My health just went down.
Was it?
Yeah, we need to kill it.
Use my ultimate? My
Yeah, might as well.
They did not like me getting that close.
Maybe
How
social
do you get-
distancing.
How do you get that moon thing when you die?
How do you get that moon thing when you die?
Yeah, one of these others, they've got
Oh,
their
it's
ghost
just
turns
ghost.
into a moon.
Yeah. I think it's just the ghost shell.
Oh. Hello.
But he's nearly dead anyway.
Oh. Do I need to get you guys up or survive or anything? Why? Am I the only one up?
Yeah, but we're back. If you can get us up, it's helpful. If you die in the Reckoning, you end up back up at the top again. And there's like a 10-15 second.
Where'd it go? Where was it gone?
Welcome.
Ooh.
Brave new
So
world.
now,
Y'all have
collect your
new
loot,
roles in Gambit Prime.
and you should get a piece of
Invader,
armor.
collector.
Oh, that sounds full.
Yes, illicit
Hardware
illicit
you'll
invader
build here in
gauntlets.
Reckoning, it'll
Yeah.
enhance those roles.
So you wagered in
Make you
an
look
invader mort,
real
you got
mean.
some invader
So
gauntlets.
go be mean, sis.
Oh, so is this like Gambit specific kit?
Yes.
No. Yeah. No.
Yeah, so it's the kit that I'm wearing, which gives you more perks. So the invader stuff gives you perks when you invade. So I think the top level of it gives you like better invisibility when you invade, and there's one whereby you can drain morts from the enemy bank when you invade.
Okay. And can I?
Yeah, looking at that.
So should we quit out of this?
Yeah.
So what, go back to orbit?
Yeah.
Oh, I just clicked open director. Oh no, I clicked open character.
I think if you
The Nine are fascinated
press
by
tab
your
and hold
kind.
O.
What can you teach them?
Yeah. I don't know if there's a better way to do it. Okay. So technically, if I make another moat, then we can do that again and get more, but do it at tier
Yeah.
2.
No. To get to tier 2, you need to go and pick a bounty up from the drift. So, having done that, it should have updated your quest.
Okay. Yep. Right. So if we
Yeah.
go back
Once
to the
you've
tower.
done a
or-
certain amount of things, if you go and speak to the drifter, he should have a bounty for you, which is basically do reckoning encounters
Yes,
and do
but-
some Gambit Prime.
So we've got to visit the drifter now.
Yeah.
Du-du-du. Right. It's okay. So back to the drifter, and then probably that's it.
Probably.
Okay.
Just because.
Oh, I'm ready for bed anyway. But yeah, to upgrade your synthesizer, you do this bounty for the drifter, which is basically play some reckoning, play some prime, some Gambit Prime, claim some pieces of armor at the highest tier that your synthesizer can make it, and if you do enough of that within a week, you get a headpiece, I think, at the next tier, and your synthesizer gets upgraded. There's 3 tiers, so I think it's illicit, something, and then notorious.
Okay.
So yeah, I've upgraded to notorious and collected a full set of notorious Reaper stuff, which is what I'm wearing, which is why I've got the halo around my head.
Yeah. So that's
But yeah.
and it's just basically Gambit stuff, really.
It is, yeah. It has no use outside of Gambit, it just makes you slightly more effective when you're playing Gambit Prime.
This is PvP armor.
Basically, yeah.
Like in WoW, they had like arena armor for a while.
Yeah.
What's he giving me? A legendary engram. Which gave me what? Scratches his jaw, gives you a long look, consideration, smiles. Figure that thing's due an upgrade, don't you think? Drifter's offering a bounty that you can use to upgrade your synthesizer to next level. Look at the Drifter's bounties to get started.
Hey, let's be straight with each other.
And he's given me.
Vanguard's watching me. Probably want you to snitch, am I right?
Okay.
You're considering.
Yes, now
Decision
you get the
point.
decision point.
Drifter
Yeah.
likes to play both sides too.
He likes
Yeah.
you, but he needs to trust you, and so he has a simple question for you. Are you with him, or are you against him?
Gambit's pissed
What's
off
the difference?
A whole lot of dangerous people.
Very little.
You stand
The
with
difference
me.
is
I got your back.
the type of lore
Trust.
that you get.
So what'll
So
it
there's
be?
2 sets of lore. I think you get all of the Drifter stuff anyway, but there's a set of Vanguard lore that you don't get if you side with the Drifter. However, if you don't side with the Drifter, there's a hand cannon that you can't collect. So I think my advice to everybody has been side with the Drifter, and then if you're going to do it on a second character, side against the Drifter.
Okay. Let's do it. Vanguard. Well,
I mean, it's one of them. Chances are
got
you're not
grit,
actually going
kid.
to do it, but
I
side with
admire
Drifter
a
just
woman
in case you
willing
do.
to risk the
Yep.
trust of everyone who's ever been kind to her.
uh,
Set the record straight. You're choosing to walk with a monster. Monsters survive. Trust.
you're
People
choosing to
change.
walk with a monster. Nice.
Priorities
Sounds like a
change.
nice guy.
Mm, Stick with me, and you'll see.
Encounters completed. Wager motes
As a
and win
symbol of
in the
our new
reckoning. Motes
partnership,
must be of the highest
I need
quality
a
that can be
favor from
produced
you.
by your
Got a
synthesizer.
shipment waiting in the
So,
terminal shore.
4
Pick it up
encounters.
for me. I'll tell Spider you're
4
coming.
encounters at tier 1
Right, okay.
to get to tier 1, to tier 2, sorry.
Yeah.
And the Gambit Prime stuff, I think you can get done in 2 matches.
Is Glimmer at this point, like, just a bit nonsense, really?
No, it's used. So it's used for picking up repeatable bounties. It's
Yeah.
used for upgrading weapons.
They've got like 79k, and these bounties, Prime weekly bounties, Diligent Invader, Reap them all, Collect and Conquer. They all seem to have a synthesizer upgrade as their.
Yeah, so you can only pick one of those,
Okay.
the weekly ones. So depending on which one you pick, depends on which type of head piece you get.
Oh yeah, Invader head, Reaper head, Collector head, Sentry head. So let's do what? Collector head? Or does it matter?
It's entirely up to you. I think I've gone through it. Well, I'm working my way through collecting all the pieces of armor.
Okay, well, I'll start with that one.
Break that, all right?
So yeah, I started with,
Careful
Reaper.
with that.
and then I think
Don't
moved on to
break that,
Sentry.
all right?
Okay,
Gunfight.
So then
So-
we can pick all of up
Gambit could use
your repeatable bounties, which are the ones on the top row at the far right, are 3,000
You looking
a
to
time.
be a bad guy?
right,
So if you're
okay.
trying to get a lot of repeatable bounties done, that's where it costs you more. There's also a guy that you can go and buy planetary materials from for Glimmer. So Glimmer does have a point. They've
Okay.
increased the cap, which is nice. So the cap's now 250,000
Instead of.
instead of 100,000.
Okay.
You ready to ship
And
out?
yeah, I
There's
generally
enemies of
hover
humanity
somewhere
to
in
shoot.
the 150 to 200,000 range.
Okay.
Because I'm constantly upgrading gear and adding mods to it and swapping things around.
Okay.
So yeah, there you go.
Cool. Well, I kind of think yeah. We should probably try some other
We should
gubbins at some
definitely
point.
we should definitely take you into one of the things that actually has a mechanic. So if you're on Sunday night, me and Dan will probably be on,
Who's
and
up
we can go
again?
and do one of the 3-player dungeon activities, which is like a mini raid.
Okay.
So there's
Yeah.
slightly more complex mechanics, and those are the things that Dan's been getting really excited about. So he basically got bored of this because there was no challenge, because there was nothing left to do. Because he was just running the strikes over and over again, which are the 3-player activities where you just run around killing stuff.
Okay.
And yeah, they do get kind of boring because there's not that many of them. They're kind of repetitive, and there's nothing really complicated other than point gun shoot thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, once you start getting into the things that actually have mechanics, like the dungeon that we were doing on Tuesday, or the Whisper mission where there's like a 10-minute platforming section before you actually get to any of the enemies, and you're on a 20-minute time limit to actually complete the thing.
Is there a setting now as well to show your helmet in the thing? Because everyone else seems to have their helmets on.
Yes, there is. I think there always has been.
Okay.
So yeah, if you go to your settings, it will be gameplay and helmet.
This is gonna take some time, but when we're done,
Oh, yeah.
I'll have a battle-ready crew.
Off in
So
always
you've got
on.
yours. Yeah, you've got yours same as me, off in non-combat zones.
Okay.
But yeah, there's only 2 options, off or on.
Yeah.
Don't die
But I
out
like
there,
having mine off.
Yeah. Guess wouldn't have
Be safe out there.
character face creation stuff. Not that there are lots of that.
No, and that is a thing. It's a thing that constantly comes up and people constantly harp about is, we spent all this time creating the characters and then you never see them.
Yeah.
Except in cutscenes, and if you decide to take your helmet off in public sectors, and when you're in your menus, but you can't change it. It's not like a proper MMO where you can change your character and your character, grows a beard or goes and gets a haircut or gets face tattoos or anything like that.
Yeah.
It is definitely a one and done character creation thing.
Yeah. Okay. Well, no, that's yeah. I say we need to try to do something else because so far this is just like more of everything we did before.
Yeah.
And what does annoy me, and it always did, and I'd completely forgotten that it was a thing, was just all the loading.
Yes.
Back to orbit, back somewhere else, back to orbit, back to the tower, back to, it's like, oh come on.
Yep.
Not just.
No, it's infuriating. It would be so much easier if they had a central point for picking up bounties. Something that you could access from your menus, like you can access the paid content store now from the menu.
Right. Yeah.
So they can clearly do it.
Yeah.
Because they've made it possible for you to wherever you want. You have to come back to the tower. So, if there's money to be made from it, they can clearly change a thing so that you can access the store.
Yeah.
So you have to think that, there
surely
would be
they
a way
couldn't do it.
that they could have a bounty board where you could pick up. It's like, oh right, I'm loading into a strike. Oh, I'm not picking my strike bounties up. Right, I'll just open up the menu, pick all my strike bounties. Right,
Yeah.
I'm good to go.
Yeah.
But no.
This seems a lot like as an this because I'm like, well, maybe there is something, so let's say it, kind of thing. In Division 2, there's no loading. It's just, you load into the game, it's that one world. If you fast travel, of course, there's loading because you're fast traveling.
Yep.
But otherwise, you can literally, it's one city, and you can walk from one to the other, do stuff, and really, there's specific. There are bounties, but they are kind of go and find these bad guys. They're kind of proper bounties, as in, rewards for killing certain high value targets.
Yep.
So you have to go and find them and then defeat the people protecting them. But for a lot of other stuff, you can just wander around. So let's say I wanted a chest piece was a particularly weak item for me. Let's say.
Yep.
And so I wanted to get. I wanted to upgrade the chest piece. Now, if I on the map in Division 2, there's basically a filter you can press, and it then shows you targeted loot areas. But basically, if you go to that area, and it's kind of rotates around, so it might be that there isn't anywhere to go and get chest pieces at the moment, so let it rotate around. But generally, it's quite evenly spread. So I can then go to that area of the city and just engage in activities that are happening there. Just anything. So there might be like hostage rescue stuff, and if I've done like the in-game missions already, I can then just walk up to one, and instead of doing it story difficulty, I can choose to do it at a more challenging difficulty, and by doing that, the bad guys and the bosses will have slightly different mechanics. Everything will hit harder, but also for doing that mission again, I'll get rewards, but because it's targeted loot, it will guarantee me a certain number of chest, for example, if it was chest pieces after, a certain number of chest pieces at my level.
Yeah.
So it's very easy to say, right, I want to do this. So another example is there's like armor sets in the game that give you bonuses, a bit like what you're talking to me about here in terms of these Reaper sets and things.
Yeah.
And sometimes it will say, oh yeah, this is giving set pieces. And there's no guarantee you're going to get the set piece that you want, particularly, but you can just, again, go to that area and do a load of activities. And so it's less about, there are, like I say, there are bounties, but it's less about having to go to, like, the quest hub. And there are a few quest hubs, basically you can go there and pick your stuff up. So a bit like this, coming to the tower. But fast traveling is a lot quicker than this stuff, and you can just, if you wanted to, walk there, run there. And so you can pick those bounties up, or projects. But if you just want to roam and see what's going on and do activities, and once you've done everything, you've done everything. But there's raids and stuff as well, so you can do those. But it's very easy to focus on upgrading your armor without huge amount. I could replace every single piece of armor kit that I've got in one evening. It might not be the really, really good stuff because you've got to do specific content for that, but it would be easy for me to focus and find bits that I want in full evening of gameplay. Here it seems like you go to the menu and basically everything's driven around the director. Do I want to do Gambit, do I want to do this, and that's how you then do specific activities. And I'm assuming, effectively, certainly from what you've shown on this, I can, if I keep doing this reckoning, keep kind of synthesizing things with the motes that I get, and then, pressing that thing to wager one, and then go and do the reckoning. I could keep getting Gambit pieces.
Yeah.
What about if I just generally, if I want to just get better, pieces of armor for particular other, dungeony type thing? Is it kind of? I guess what I'm saying is there any targeted loot system? I.e., can I say I want to replace? I just want to get better chest.
No.
Okay.
No.
And
the simple answer is no, there isn't. It's not that good. I wish it was, but
okay.
No. It sounds like the Division does it much better. There are ways. to get gear, but it's not targeted. It's completely random. You might, you know, you might need a chest piece. That might be your lowest piece of gear. That might be the one thing that you're missing. You might go and do an entire evening's worth of Destiny, 3 hours worth, and not get a single chest piece
Right.
because it's completely random.
Yeah.
I would say you would be very unlucky if that happened.
Yeah.
I tend to get something for, well, I tend to
Yeah.
get a couple of things for every single slot if I play for a couple of hours. But it's not targeted in that way.
Yeah.
If you go and have a look at that big glowing yellow thing on your left,
Oh yeah, that.
I'm not sure how much of this you're going to be able to access because it's the new
Yeah, not a lot.
content.
Mod components
right,
and
yeah, you
I don't
can only
know.
access mods at the minute. But I've just left Discord now, where I'd show you mine. On that, there is an option to target specific weapons, and I don't just mean auto rifles or power weapons. I mean, like, literally, you can pick a thing and get one of 2 weapons.
Yeah. Okay.
Which is good if you're going for a specific. So I'm trying to get a submachine gun with specific perks on it.
Yeah.
So I can keep picking a submachine gun. Well, it's a submachine gun and a shotgun option, which will give me either the submachine gun I'm after or a shotgun. If I get the shotgun, I just dismantle it immediately because I've already got the one I want.
Yeah.
If I get the submachine gun, I check it to see whether it's the one I want, and if not, I dismantle it and then try again. Now, they've done it quite well this season because these items you get from doing anything. So I've just picked 4 up while we were doing Gambit Prime and the Reckoning. There is also an option to pick armor, but there isn't an option to pick chest armor.
Okay.
Instead, it's split.
Oh, you gone?
Me? No.
Oh, no,
You sounded like it.
You just went and said it's split and then stopped for a second.
No, it's probably me internet. But yeah, instead of being able to pick the specific piece of armor, you can pick the specific stat that you're going to improve.
Okay. See, that sounds a bit like the recalibration in Division 2.
Yeah.
So
it's not great. I think there have been better seasons where you could pick specific pieces of armor.
So another question then. Let's say that well, if you don't mind, I'm just looking at my weapons on my screen, and I've got, let's say, like hard truths, and
Yep.
it has like bars, which are kind of filled. It doesn't
Yep.
really seem to tell me specifics, but I'm guessing everything.
They aren't going to change.
Okay, and
if you pick up another hard truth,
yeah,
those bars will be more or less the same.
Okay,
it's the thing that will change.
Is the aggressive frame?
No, the aggressive frame will always be the same for hard truths.
Okay.
It's the 2 below that will change.
And is there any way to let's say that I wanted a hard truth with, I don't know, what's this thing got over here? I'm just going to be random, but kill clip and triple tap.
Yes.
Which I suspect is something specific to hand cannons. But let's say that I wanted triple. So I've got that on a hand cannon. And if that was compatible with a submachine gun, which is what a hard truth is there any way to effectively extract those perks and then move them onto another weapon?
No.
Okay. So you're then just, in essence...
You're then just trying to get as much loot as you possibly can to get the version of hard truths that you would like. If you right click on hard truths, it might not show it because it's an older gun. But your gun, so the empty box down there in the middle is a thing where you can slot in a mod.
Icarus grip, I've got, for example, improves accuracy while airborne.
Yeah, so you could slot that mod in. There are a whole range of mods. I think there's about a dozen or so, which all do slightly different things. those are the only sort of changes that you can choose to make to guns. So no, the simple answer is the weapon and armor overhaul system isn't great.
Okay.
In fact, it's kind of poor. They are making some improvements to it. So like I'm saying, with this way of constantly being able to pick a specific weapon, you can then try and get the best version of that weapon. But no, if your hard truths, for example, is halfway full with reload, you're never going to be able to fill that reload bar up.
Okay. Because again, this is just drawing comparisons. There's no kind of critique in it. It's just because I've kind of got used to that model.
Yeah.
So I'm wanting to, and they are fundamentally similar games at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Not the same, but you know.
Yeah, no, and I agree. That model would be great if you could make better changes to your weapons, or more intelligent changes to your weapons. I think that would be fantastic. But then, I don't know. I don't even know if there is a downside. But I guess the balancing argument is it might reduce the amount of time that people are playing Destiny.
Yeah.
And Bungie are all about, you know, getting people to play for the maximum amount of time possible.
Yeah, no, I get that. The thing that I do find interesting is that you're saying the only thing on a gun that really changes is those like perks or whatever you'd call them.
Yeah.
Because in Division 2, and maybe this is kind of the answer to getting people to play longer. But let's say there tends to be. I'm trying to think actually how it would work. There are core stats for a weapon in Division 2, and then there are things. Yeah, I guess it is like the perks, but there's a bar. So, let's say I get like a sniper rifle, and amongst other things, it has extra headshot damage.
Yeah.
And I get it, and in the bar for extra headshot damage, it says like 5%, and it's exactly 50% through the bar. So I go, okay, well 5% is good. If it's the best I've got, then great. But if it's like a really amazing sniper rifle with a particularly good other thing, but then I've got another sniper rifle with say 9% extra headshot damage. What I can do is I can basically destroy that other sniper rifle, taking the 9% headshot damage off it, store that then in a bank. And when I say store it, like once stored, I can use it as many times as I want. It's not like I get one of those. It's like I know by dismantling that gun, I now know how to improve the headshot damage of all sniper rifles to 9%, if I've got the crafting materials to do so.
Yeah.
So I can then go back to my other gun, you know, my other sniper rifle that only had 5% but had other stats, or was just a different kind of sniper rifle with a bigger magazine or something that I liked, and then apply the 9% headshot damage to that, having stripped it off, if you're with me.
Yeah.
Now, that's, you know, it might have some other ones, and I can only do that for one of them. So I can't basically get a sniper rifle having farmed all of the best rolls, you know, maximum rolls, let's say, for headshot damage, for like reload speed or whatever the other ones might be, and then take, because there's usually 3, and then take those 3 and apply them all. But if I find one that's maxed out on 2 and not 1, I can then take the maxed out one I've got stored in my library, as it were, and then apply it, and then have maxed out all 3.
Okay.
So grinding, you know, if again, a good example there, if I wanted to upgrade a sniper rifle, I would do the targeted loot, go into that area, grind sniper rifles, come back, and then basically dismantle all the bits for, you know, the best upgrades to my library. And it would say, so I could go to my kind of recalibration library, and it would highlight if I've got any weapons in my inventory that have better things than I've already got in my library. So then go to them, strip them all out, and then apply them to weapons.
Yeah.
Say if I've got a particularly good one I like. Yeah. So that is something. And again, that wasn't when it first launched. It didn't have that, but it does have that now. And for me, that makes quite a well. Instead of me just coming on and going, "Oh, I just got to grind to upgrade my armor," that's the only answer. I can almost give myself mini objectives to do.
Yeah.
That don't need to be given to me. I don't need to, collect stuff, that's specific and lasts for a week. I can log on and go, look at my kit and go, I'd like to do this actually, or there's some big gaps in my recalibration library. Let's improve that. And of course, once I fill the recalibration library with max rolls of everything, then I don't need to do that anymore. But even if I'm just on for a bit, I can very specifically go and do something without there needing to be an open quest for it or anything like that. But that's what we haven't got here.
No, we don't. That would be really nice to have something that was kind of detailed in that way. So, if I got, let me have a look what I've got.
I mean, the thing is,
so I've got 2 shotguns, and actually the perks do change slightly. One of them's got a very good reload speed. One of them's got a very poor reload speed. I suspect that's because of other perks.
Yeah.
But say for example, one of them's got an auto-loading holster.
Yeah.
As one of the perks, which means that if the shotgun's stored, when I pull it out, it'll have a full magazine.
Yeah.
Use it up, put it away. Next time I pull it out, the magazine will be full again. That's
Yeah.
great. The other thing on it is not so great. Don't really like it. But I have another identical shotgun that has surrounded as the second spec, which means that I do more damage if there's enemies in close proximity.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Just gonna jump in. I'm gonna go to bed.
Right.
Okay.
No worries.
Hi, dude.
Alright, cheers to games. Catch you
Yeah.
later.
Cheers. See you later. Now, yeah, I would love to be able to dismantle one of those shotguns and put that perk on another one, but unfortunately, that's not the way Bungie decided to work it.
Okay.
They do keep saying that they're working with better ways of improving armor. I think one of the problems with this is they've just made the game so bloated. There are so many guns that if you were able to do the things that you're talking about being able to do, everybody would pick the best gun for stats and then re-roll that gun, and it would pretty much become a if you don't have this gun there's no point playing the game kind of scenario. I think they struggled to balance the weapons sometimes. So like last season there was an auto rifle that was just absolutely dominated in PvP, and I think there was one point that was like 90% of kills in PvP with this one auto rifle.
Right.
Which is just ridiculous because it was doing so much damage with no damage fall off at range and bouncing around corners.
So you're just basically blind firing and killing
Yeah,
people.
and hoping for the best.
Yeah.
And yeah, they got to the point where, if you didn't have that gun, then there was no point going into Crucible because you were going to lose.
Yeah.
And if they'd had a similar sort of thing that the Division's got, where if you'd picked up the best version of that, and then another version which had a better perk, and you could combine the two, you'd very quickly have the people that play this game a lot having, the absolute killer, unstoppable gun, and nobody else having a chance. I'm not saying that doesn't still happen. The people that do play the game a ridiculous amount do end up with better stuff. But it is balanced by the fact that I can get a gun that's just as good as the gun that somebody else has got, and if it's the best version of the gun, then it will be the best version of the gun. But no, the loot system in Destiny is not perfect, and for a game that modelled itself as a looter shooter when it came out, it's actually a bit piss poor. And even for a game that's trying to model itself as a sort of FPS MMO, it's still not quite there.
It still doesn't
But
make me
yeah.
feel too excited about my character either. It still just feels
No.
like a generic bulk of
Yeah.
armor.
I mean, yeah, it's one of those things. Unless you kind of imbue your character yourself with a bit of personality, then no, it might as well just be, you know, a robot with a fancy helmet on it. About the only thing that they've done so far is the thing that you've just done for the Drifter, where you can side with or against him.
Yeah.
That's about the only piece of sort of character progression within the game.
Yeah.
Where you can choose to, you know, spy on the Drifter, or you can choose to side with the Drifter.
Yeah. And in fairness, you know, Division doesn't really have that much character progression. Your character never speaks or says anything. But I think a lot more about how your character, you know, a lot more about cosmetic items count in the way that it
Yes.
looks.
Yeah, so you can, from what I remember, you can pick up like trousers and t-shirts that
Yeah.
have absolutely no bearing on the gameplay.
Oh, that's
They
it.
they just look different.
Yeah, and you can still see them under, you know, a piece
Yeah,
of chest armor or, you know, elbow pads or knee pads, whatever.
You're still watching, so
Which-
let me just change to.
And I recognise they've made that better in the Armour 2.0 thing you just showed me, where I
Yeah.
can be like, ah, there we go, make it look different.
So yeah, when it loads.
Yeah, I can see you're wearing a different armour kit now.
Yeah, so now I'm wearing different armor. So without actually changing the piece of armor, so the perks that I've got and all the mods that I've put on it, and actually this armor had pretty good stat rolls, so it's a pretty good piece of chest armor.
Yeah.
I can go into the chest armor and make it look not totally different, because at the end of the day it's still a piece of chest armor that still has a certain look to it.
Which you might want.
But I can
change the colours of it and stuff as well.
And, you know, change the way that it looks and
Yeah.
change the colours. So yeah, now it looks like a bit of a military coat.
Yeah.
You know, done in blue with red, and yeah. I mean, your chest armor is probably the biggest piece you can change. Where's the? I've got a ridiculous. Yeah, that one. So this one makes me look a bit like a dragonfly. You know, and I can do it out in black and silver.
Yeah.
So yeah, there are quite a lot of cosmetic things that you can pick up.
Yeah. I think it just gets back to what you were saying about the you know, people moaning about you've made your character the way it looks and stuff like that, and then you basically can't see it unless you're in certain areas.
Yeah.
You know, the armor is it covers every part in this. They're almost like spacesuits, aren't they? Actually, in this game, even yours look more like clothes than mine do as a Titan. I suspect is a bit of a thing there as well.
Yeah, because I'm a warlock, it's more sort of it's magical clothes, whereas yours is definitely more armor. Yeah, all the Titan stuff tends to be armor. All the hunter stuff tends to be kind of slinky, like that. So yeah, there's a choice to be made on the type of character that you play. And yeah, you know, you can't see my helmet, but I could change my gauntlets and put a different set of gauntlets on.
Yeah, and so I like the fact they've made that. I mean, you've still got to get the armor, and it's a bit it's a little bit annoying that it's not everything. You know, I can't.
No, but I believe that might be a change that's coming. They do keep talking about a proper transmog, so if you collect a full set of armor, oh, in fact, no, I'm completely wrong. Yes, there are ways that you can get specific pieces of armor. So if you go to a planetary vendor, so do you remember going and seeing the computer failsafe?
Oh yeah.
You can go to her and she will sell you one of 5 pieces of armor. So you
Okay,
can go
so
to her and buy a chess piece,
let's point out this guy's armor looks pretty cool.
which. Yeah, so he's got the Lion Rampant shoulder pads. So he's also a Titan.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you hold down a button, you'll get an interact thing. You can
G.
inspect the player.
Press G, F1 interact.
So yeah, he's got the Sovereign Gauntlets with the Empyrean Cartographer. Ornament on them. He's got the Terra Concord helm with the current season ornament. His legs have got the current season ornament. And yeah, he's done himself out all in white and gold.
Yep.
But yeah, and last season's stuff was really good. Last season when we were working with the Drifter a lot, not the Drifter, the Warmind Rasputin. I don't think I've still got it. No.
Yeah. Anyway, we were talking
yeah.
about going to bed before, so probably
Yes.
ought to. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
it's.
There are definitely bad points, and if you're used to the Division way of collecting gear and weapons and things like that, then this probably isn't going to satisfy you, because it's not as targeted. There are ways to target certain things. It's still not great.
Yeah.
But a lot of things you get simply by doing whatever it is you want to do in the game.
Yeah.
So it's less about, okay, today I want a chest piece. I'll go and do whatever activity is available in this area, and more about, today I want to play Gambit.
Yeah.
So I'll play Gambit and see what I get.
And what I will say, one of the weaknesses of the Division is, the normal PvP, like, just doesn't seem to be any good. Like,
Right.
from my experience of it, I don't know, like, I'm probably not giving it justice, lots of people would hate that, but it just seemed like the few times I did it, very kind of generic, that, you know, basically people running around, shotguns trying to get close and shoot people, and like, I suspect there's just lots of things I'd have to learn, but just didn't really seem like anything like the rest of the game. Dark Zone, no, they've made that a bit better. That has a bit more appeal because it's basically like running around the standard game areas, but enemies could gank you at any point in time.
Right.
So that, you know, did that a couple of times, kind of having half been like, oh, no, I'm not going to venture in there because I'm just going to get my butt kicked. But a few of us went in and it was pretty good laugh. Ganking people, getting ganked ourselves, yeah, just kind of fun. Whereas this, you know, Gambit, you know, is definitely more fun than any of the PvP stuff really that I've done in the Division 2. So I'd say this Destiny 2 has the edge from a PvP point of view. But then also, like, if I want PvP, there's other games generally, you know,
Yeah.
not Destiny 2 and not Division 2 that I'll play for that purpose.
Yeah.
I
don't play Destiny for PvP, but
No.
then I don't play PvP. I know I'm not good at it, and it just winds me up when I play it.
Yeah.
I like Gambit because I don't have to do the PvP bit.
Yes.
Yes, you get the invaders occasionally, and that's a little bit of jeopardy.
Yeah. But that's kind of nice. It's nice to have a little
yeah,
bit of it.
It is. It's nice to have that sort of buffer of, well,
Yeah.
somebody else is probably going to invade. And to be fair, the few times that I have invaded, I've got full team kills, and you know, I have occasionally done quite well. Playing Crucible before now, I've done okay. I've had good Crucible matches.
Yeah.
But that's when I'm playing people at my skill level.
Yeah, and without
Whenever I
broken
play-
guns and stuff.
Yeah, whenever I play any other game PvP, I just seem to get matched against random people who are way above my skill level, and it's just not fun for me.
No.
The most fun I have playing Destiny, to be fair, is either when I just want something that's nice and chill,
Yep.
and I can run around without actually having to put too much thought or effort into it, or when I'm playing with other people and I'm doing something that does require effort and coordination,
Yeah.
like the dungeons and the end level content, which is what we've finally been getting to do this season with Dan playing a bit more. Because fuck me, trying to do stuff like that with Rick and John is just painful.
Yeah. I can imagine. No, and this is the thing. Maybe that's the key. You know, I can't see myself logging into this just for Gambit,
No,
and
and I wouldn't.
I can't really see myself.
Gambit is a bigger part. Well, no, Gambit is a small part of the bigger game for me.
Yeah.
I do Gambit as a means to an end.
Yeah.
I log in because I'm a hoarder and a completionist. So there's, you know, tons of little things that I want to get done, and you know, I can just while away a couple of hours stress free, you know, running around shooting things that I don't really have to concentrate that much on.
Yeah. And you love Destiny 1, you know,
I
so
do.
you have an affinity to this, you know.
I do, and kind of, although it's not the same character, I think in my head it is still the same character.
Yeah.
You know, I have that relationship with the character and with the game. I understand a lot more about what's going on, and I've watched all of the lore videos. You know, that the Bife guy that you put.
Yeah,
on
my
there,
name.
in fact.
My name is Bife. Yeah, these very good videos.
So yeah, you know, I'm a lot more invested in the world of Destiny, and I don't seem to be able to get invested to that same extent in anything else. But
Yeah.
you know, maybe that's just because I can only be that interested in one thing at a time.
Well, in fairness, you know, if this is your go-to game and you enjoy it, why, you know, you'd almost have to break not a habit, but you know what I mean. There'd have to be a reason for you to not enjoy it to kind of really need to try something else.
Yeah. And there's been lulls in seasons when people haven't been playing, and I've got, you know, what I wanted out of a season halfway through and just gone, yeah, do you know what, I can put this down for a bit. But it just, I don't know, it just keeps sucking me back in.
Yeah.
But no, it'll be interesting if you're about on Sunday night when Dan's about, or, you know, join us next Tuesday when we're actually trying to get something accomplished, you know, when we're not just mindlessly shooting things that, you know, would drop if you threw a heavy rock at them. When we are actually having to do the complex mechanics.
Yeah.
And as we were saying in the chat, it's a real shame that we've not been streaming the last couple of Tuesday nights.
Yeah.
Working through the mechanics of the dungeon and trying to work out and understand how everything hangs together and what we need to do.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyway, it is 12:30. It is bedtime.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us tonight. It's been fun.
Yeah, no, so I've still got it installed, and yeah, if I can join you at some point for or yeah, I don't know, something that's might be more interesting or not to me. It might, yeah. The thing is, it just might not be. It just might be that Destiny isn't the game for me. So
yeah, it absolutely might be. But yeah, it'd be interesting to see when we do, if we do something a little bit more complex.
Yep.
Anyway, like I say, cheers for joining us, and good night.
Yep. Hi, dude. I'll end the stream there. Do the same myself. So yeah, I'm dropping lots of frames apparently at the moment. Although not anymore. Anyway, at some point this Twitch thing will figure itself out. Poor connection. Error. Nope, good. Back to good. It just doesn't know what it's doing, does it?
You got somewhere to be? How about Gambit?
Intermittent frame drops. Oh. Anyway, yep, time to call the stream. So who's watching? But bye if anyone is or anyone watches it later.